people of the internet, WrestleMania 33 has come and gone. It had its good, it's bad, and it's ugly. The Pitbull thing, it's a fucking ugly ass guy. Anyway, really, I'm here to talk about my opinions, my thoughts on this. You can tell me your opinions. I didn't watch the pre-show that much. I didn't really get to see the Seth Rollins and Triple H stuff because I was busy with life. But I got to see about 85% of all of WrestleMania 33. I had a really, really fun time, but there are only two words that I can really describe this event today. Holy shit. Is the apocalypse about to happen? Is the end of days near us? It must be. It's not because of Baron Corbin and all that other shit like that, or Dean Ambrose. I already forgot what happened. But the Hardys returned. John Cena proposed to Nikki Bella. What the fuck? Like, okay, we're gonna get into all that. Amazing. And then Undertaker just retiring. Those three moments is what made this WrestleMania 33. Three moments that made this a special day. A time to be alive, a time to remember, a time to be a wrestling fan. More with the Undertaker retiring and bringing tears and the emotional and crying the Hardy Boys and screaming at the top of your lungs, delete. Oh, man. I fucking love it. Alright, let's get right into this review. We're going to break down some of the matches, talk about it. I'll go as quick as I can for the matches I didn't care about. And I want to hear your feedback. And one more thing, you're probably saying, why are you filming inside your grandma's restroom? Well, for those who don't know, Grandma passed away, my grandma, in February. Why do I film in here? Sometimes I do film in here because my room is right across from my mother's. You live with your mom? Yeah, I'm only 19, plus I lived with my grandma most of my life, technically. So now I'm beginning my journey with my mother. Finally! So I'm going to be living my years with my mom for now. Because that's the way I want it, and I'll live the way I want, bitch. Anyway, my room is right from across from her room, and Grandma's room is way across the other side of the house. So I don't want to be an asshole, and I don't want to be loud in my room when I could be in this room. Anyway, here we go. WrestleMania 33. Let's talk about it, and we're going to start with the pre-show. We're going to work our way down to the main event. Here we go. So the pre-show began with a title match for the Cruiserweight Championship. It was Neville versus Austin Aries. If I'm not mistaken, Neville's still the champion. Hopefully I'm right. I saw him at 205 Live, January 31st after SmackDown. If he's still the champion, that's good. He defeated Austin Aries. Honestly, I don't care. I like the 205 guys, but nothing where I would follow them week to week basis and see what they're fighting or who they're fighting or Tony Nese, blah, 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 all these people like that. They're talented. They're cool. This match said it took 15 minutes. 15 minutes, and I feel... I didn't watch it. I didn't watch this. That's why I'm saying I could care less, and I'm glad it was on the pre-show because if it would have taken up time during the main pay-per-view... there's some people that are like, go for the cruiserweights and all that. Yeah, but it's just get me to my main roster, get me to the big bucks, and let's get the hell out of here. It was 6 hours. WrestleMania was 6 hours today. That is bullshit. Make it 2 hours, 3 hours. None of this 6 hour crap. I got a life I want to play stuff. It's my day off. I got to work. By the time you see this on Monday, I got to work today. I need to do stuff. And Walking Dead was the finale as well, and I'm fucking watching WrestleMania. Hurry up. 3 hours, 2 hours. Get the hell out of there. I don't need to see 6 hours of wrestling. That's why I got the WWE Network for. I could see 6 hours or 50 hours or 100 hours, but I don't need to see 6 hours constantly for WrestleMania. So Neville, Austin Aries, cool, whatever. Get the hell out of here. Mojo Rawley won the last, eliminating Jinder Mahal for the Andre the Giant. Love Andre the Giant. Mojo Rawley won. Cool. Awesome. Congrats. This is a match I saw. This is where I began. I woke up and I went to go see the pre-show. Dean Ambrose versus Baron Corbin for the Intercontinental Championship. Baron Corbin, listen, this match, it felt dead. And I'm not saying like the crowd was horrible, the crowd was this. I wouldn't blame them, but Dean Ambrose came out. I like Dean Ambrose and I like Baron Corbin, but this match just... I don't care. Let me sum up the match for you. Dean Ambrose does the same moves. He goes to the ropes. He does his little reverse thing. He goes on the top ropes. He does his little elbow thing. Baron Corbin runs around the ring. It's the same shit we've all seen. We've seen it before. We've seen this match before. Oh, it's for the title? Who cares if Baron ends up winning the title? Who cares if Dean stays with the title? They're both kind of irrelevant now. I'm not hating on Ambrose. I'm not hating on Corbin. It's just that the match didn't steal the pre-show. It didn't. Whoa, so amazing. The crowd was just like, hey, it's about 15 minutes till the show starts. I'm gonna go take a pee break real quick. I'll fight there, but you know what I mean? Like, okay, cool. Wasn't really feeling it. Now we start off WrestleMania 33. We get into the good stuff here. Shane McMahon versus AJ Styles. This was a 20-minute match, which cut it down to 10 minutes. And we're going to get into this here within the match times. But I got to say, I really enjoyed this match. I thought it was a good match. I didn't think it was a great match. I think AJ Styles, and I love AJ Styles, man. He's phenomenal. I love Shane McMahon. But really, the way it felt was, okay, Shane, he's beat down, and every fucking time he enters a ring and he falls, he's like out of it. Because, dude, you're older, you're bloated, you look like you can't wrestle. You look like you're out of it already. You look like you're not supposed to be in this ring. You should probably go back to being a manager in the back or something. Because he's just like, oh man, where am I? Like, you do this to yourself, dude. You're doing that to yourself. You don't need to, we're not asking you to be in the ring. You can go out and go. But anyway, Styles, he does the same stuff over, and he goes on the ropes, and he's doing this. And something that I've noticed between them is that they landed wrong a lot of times, and not on purpose to be more entertaining. They were just landing wrong. I mean, in certain positions and on the arms, and I mean, they weren't, it felt like they never, not that everyone rehearses, but it just felt like they weren't, they're going at it, and they're landing, and it looks bad, and, but Shane, of course, did a few high things, nothing too crazy like jumping off a Hell in a Cell, but, much respect. After that, I mean, if you didn't have respect for one thing, but Shane McMahon is awesome, and what he does, and for the entertainment, it was awesome. AJ did a lot of cool things in there as well. Not the best match of WrestleMania 33, but it was entertaining in some spots. So that was a very nice one, and I really enjoyed that match. Would I go back and see it again? Maybe not the whole episode. I'm not one to really go back and look at certain moments. It was a 20-minute long match. I don't think I want to watch a 20-minute long match again. But if I really have to, most likely more than this match, because after that it was Chris Jericho versus Kevin Owens for the United States Championship. Another irrelevant match. This could be a regular Raw match. Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho. Let me guess, for Payback, Chris Jericho's going to want a rematch against Kevin Owens. Let me guess, because Payback, just like Backlash, the same shit they do over and over. I want a rematch, and then he ends up losing, and Kevin Owens wins again at Payback, knowing how WWE is. With Kevin Owens, man, I thought it was a really good match. I didn't think it was great. Again, it's kind of like the Shane and AJ Styles. Like Chris Jericho, man, he was awesome in here. Kevin Owens was awesome in here. Some spots were really cool, and other times it was really slow. Now, this says right here it was 16 minutes long. I don't know, a lot of these matches were long, and a lot of these matches were short. Some felt really short or really half-assed, and some of them felt super long, and it's like, so, come on, pick it up. This is WrestleMania. You need energy. And I liked Jericho coming out, and the spots they did were fine, but it was nothing too amazing that I need to go rewatch this again. Nothing memorable. There really isn't nothing memorable from this match exactly that will make this WrestleMania a fantastic one. It was just another match. And Kevin Owens ended up winning the United States Championship. Okay? I have much respect for the United States Championship because my favorite champion who had the belt was Chris Benoit when I was young. That's why I ended up buying the replica belt of the United States Championship. But now, the way Roman Reigns had it, and now Jericho, did he even defend it most of the time? Because I haven't been seeing Raw lately. Has he even been... I'm the United States. It just feels like he's just wearing it. They're all just wearing. They're not defending it week to week. They're not. It's just kind of like they have it around their waist and then they lose it 4 months later. They don't even defend it within the 4 months. That's just the way it feels now. Defend it week to week basis. None of this tag team crap and this, and they don't face single match and blah blah blah. You know, let's change it up a little bit, man. So anyway, Kevin Owens ended up winning. I love Kevin Owens. I love Chris Jericho, just like I love AJ and just like I love Shane. Very, very awesome guys. You can't hate Chris Jericho. You only gotta love him. You just made the list. Anyway, I'm really hot right now. Really sweaty. But Kevin Owens ended up winning, and I was kind of talking to my mom because she hasn't watched wrestling in a long time, and she knows everyone now in the roster, of course, over the months of me going back into WWE again. It's been a few years. But we were mostly talking during the match, and that's it. You know, it was one of those where you just talk to somebody and kind of look back at the TV, and we're not missing much. Okay, so after that we had Charlotte, Nia Jax, Sasha Banks, and Bayley, a fatal 4-way elimination match for the WWE Raw Women's Championship. Now this, man, Bayley ended up retaining the title. I thought that was really cool, but I think I understand they just had a title change, but really, you shouldn't have gave Bayley the championship until WrestleMania, and I was pissed when they gave it to her a few months ago. I'm happy, but you should have waited till WrestleMania for the big Bayley moment, you know? That would have been big. So she retained the title. Yay! Very emotional. You retained the title, you know? I'm not trying to be an asshole or try to be this and that. I don't know the ins and outs of everything. I'm just saying, like, it wasn't, Nia Jax got eliminated like 4 minutes into the match. I thought Nia Jax should have won because, honestly, Charlotte's been champion, 3 times? Sasha's been champion, 3 or 4 times? There's no need for Sasha to win. There's no need for Charlotte to win. Bayley could have lost, and Nia Jax could have at least become champion. I don't care how the crowd would have reacted, or this and that. Have Nia Jax become champion. Let her walk out. That's all. Yeah. So I was disappointed with the match. I love Charlotte. Her doing her twist, her moves. She was really good in here. Sasha didn't. I like all of them. But Sasha didn't do anything too crazy. Bayley didn't do anything really memorable. Nia Jax didn't do something so memorable. It was more than just Charlotte kind of doing her little corkscrew spins and all that stuff. So anyway, I thought it was an okay match. I felt it was too short for Nia Jax and Sasha. Like, Sasha got eliminated easily, and I think Charlotte they all got eliminated so easily for Bayley to win. It felt half-assed. So anyway, after that, oh man, we got a good one. We got a Raw Tag Team Championship ladder match, and it is a fatal 4-way ladder match. You have Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, Enzo and Big Cass, and Cesaro and Sheamus, and then the New Day comes out, and they're introducing a new. They seem like they're going to be entered into the match, and they're like, hoo 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 hoo. We have information that a new, this became a fatal 4-way, blah, blah, blah. And right there and then, right when I saw the ladders, right before the match began, I told my mom, and I told her, there's rumors of the Hardys coming back to WWE, but Jeff ended up saying that there's no interest right now. They're going to go to this place, or they're not going to go. They have another contract. And then, of course, I'm like, well, maybe they're lying because, of course, you're going to say, oh, we're doing something else, but, of course, you're going over there. You know what I'm saying? So they got to lie. They got to lie and lead people away. Like, oh, is NSYNC reuniting for the video awards? Nope. They reunited the video. Well, you know what I mean? Like, they got to lead away. Anyway, I have this. This is almost a decade old, by the way. If I can just... There's the Hardy Boys sweat. Was it sweat? Not sweater. It's the hoodie. A hoodie of the Hardy Boys, and then here's the back. So it's over almost a decade old, this hoodie. and it's one of my prized possessions. I still wear it when it's cold outside and chilly and represent the Hardys. So that's really amazing for that. Anyway, without further ado, the Hardys come out, man, and you can feel it in the air. And I would have been pissed if the New Day was entered into the match, but right there I was like, Mom, Hardys. And you delete. Everyone's yelling. Orlando, Florida's going crazy. And then all of a sudden, the cameraman zooms out, and you know something's going to go down, and doom, 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 and everything goes crazy. I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. My mom's screaming at the top of her lungs. Well, it's been over 7 years since the Hardy Boys have been in the WWE. Matt and Jeff Hardy, I was crying and I was screaming at the top of my lungs. That's the only way I could describe that feeling. And I'm pretty sure thousands, millions were doing the same. Not even at the stadium, around the world. Screaming and crying and like, holy shit, they're here, they're home. Fuck, now they're going to win the championship, and they do. They end up winning the championship belts. Matt comes out and he's, he's still in that broken Matt Hardy character, and Jeff does his classic little, rock thing, and it felt right. It just felt like this is it. They're back. They came back, just a surprise, and it's like they weren't gone at all. Like when they come back, it's like there they are, the Hardy Boys, the same old Hardy Boys, man. And I fucking love it, man. So they ended up winning. That's really about the match. They came back. Whatever else they did in the match, few good spots. Hardys are back. That's the only important thing about the match. The Hardys are back. They win the tag team championship belts. They're going to Raw. Ew. But okay. Hopefully they can fix Raw. But yeah, good match. After that, we have John Cena and Nikki Bella versus The Miz and Maurice. This match did not last long at all. A mixed tag team match. Long story short, The Miz does what The Miz does. Maurice did what she did. She didn't do super much. And then Nikki Bella kind of went on a beatdown with Maurice, and John Cena did most of the stuff. The power couple win at the end. John Cena and Nikki Bella celebrate at the end, and then John Cena ends up proposing to Nikki Bella in front of like over 75,000 people. That was the most romantic moment of the night. There's an emotional moment, there's a romantic moment, there's a fucking hell yeah moment. This was the romantic moment of the night, and here I'm dropping tears. I'm not happy. How would I say that? I'm more happy for Nikki Bella, that because those who follow are either Total Bellas or Total Divas or just Nikki Bella in general. They know that she's always wanted to get married, and John was like, eh. And then of course kids. Now we're not to the kids part yet. He's barely to the marriage or the proposal, so he's barely there. Maybe into 5 years, maybe we'll hear about her pregnant or something. Anyway, he proposed. And I thought he wasn't going to get on his knees at first, because he was like, remember I asked you, will you marry me? And she's, and then he took the ring out, and I was like, how did you not drop that? How did you not drop that at all when you were wrestling? I crushed the ring, the diamond fucking cracked open and shit. Anyway, so it was a badass ring too. I'm like, woo! Here, I'm gonna just go get a ring like at the store with 25 cents, and you crank the thing and the fake ring, and I'll be like, here you go. Will you marry me? Look, it has candy licorice on it. Lick it! Stuff like that. Anyway, yeah. What do I remember out of the match? Nothing. I just remember him proposing to her, so another WrestleMania moment that I liked. Seth Rollins and Triple H in a singles match. I didn't really care for it. I'm tired of the Seth Rollins and Triple H storyline. I really am. I like Seth Rollins, but also he's a dick in real life. Let's not fake it. He's a douche at times. He looks like he's something else, dude. I don't fucking care. He looks like a douche. But they fought. The parts I saw were awesome. Don't get me wrong. Like, Triple H fucking looked badass. I don't know how old he is now. In his mid-50s, maybe? He looks badass. He looks the best he's been in his career. Seth Rollins, of course, acting and, oh, my knee, you know, faking all that shit and selling it and doing this and that. And they're doing this. And I didn't get to see the Stephanie thing until after on Twitter of her falling through the table. Okay, everyone's like, oh, she fell through a table. Like, so she fell through a table. You've never seen a woman fall through a table. Okay, so she fell. Cool. And then, you know, they do that or that, and that's it. Seth Rollins ends up winning, and it's kind of it. You know? Didn't really see why it needed to be a huge WrestleMania match. Could have been a pre-show. Could have been anything. But Seth Rollins ended up beating Triple H. So, yeah. After that, Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt for the WWE Championship. With this, I didn't care. It was half-assed. This was a half-assed match. It really was. Come here, Randy. And Bray Wyatt comes out and he's doing this little thing. Like, what were you, Randy? You know, you guys win. And just Randy's doing his, you know, the legend killer, the Viper, Randy Orton, you know, and he does his little stupid, you know, like his facial, like, I get it, dude, you have to do that every match. Do you really have to do it every fucking time? Come on, you're getting old, man. Not his age, but it's getting old, the gimmick. Anyway, he takes forever to get to the ring, and he's like, what the fuck? Dude, go down the ramp and fight. Dude, Bray Wyatt took forever, by the way. Fucking Undertaker beat him in time, and because he went from the middle ramp, but and I heard a song, a Bray Wyatt song that I never heard because he took forever. I was like, what is this? What's going on with the song? And then I found out it was from his song, and I was like, Jesus, man. You've been a wrestler for how long, and I've never heard your freaking other half of the song? God damn. Anyway, it took him forever. Bray Wyatt lost. Boo-hoo. Randy Orton wins. Randy Orton's been champion. He's 13-time champion now. Congrats. And I know what it sounds like. I know like I'm just complaining. It looks like I've been watching wrestling since the mid-2005s, around the tail end of 2005. I stopped around 2012 or 2013. So I know all of these people. I know wrestling. I love wrestling. I once bled wrestling. As in I breathed and lived and bled wrestling at a time. So don't make it. I know it may look like, oh, you're just complaining. You don't get it. You can get the storyline. I do. I just. Let's be honest. Come on. Who cares? Randy Orton becomes champion. We didn't see that coming from Royal Rumble. Oh, predictable. Bray Wyatt. He's beating Randy Orton for the first 5 minutes of the match, and then, oh, he's dominating. So obviously Randy Orton will win. And then he wins. You know, we've seen it before. It's the same shit every day. The same stuff. Okay, Randy Orton wins. Cool. Half-assed. It was a really half-assed match. He ended up doing an RKO and that was it. And he won. I was like, really? What? That was very climactic. Anyway, Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg. Fucking waste of time. How long was this match? 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Get somebody who knows how to wrestle. Brock Lesnar ain't know how to wrestle. Goldberg don't know how to wrestle. I'm not talking to Bill Goldberg as Bill Goldberg. I'm just talking about the character. Goldberg is a fucking pussy. He sucks. The character of Goldberg sucks. He doesn't know how to fight. He spears over. Edge fucking knew how to wrestle. At least Edge did shit. Here, this guy just spears. Brock Lesnar, all he does is Suplex City. You guys fucking suck. I mean, that's all they do is suplex and spear, and that's it. No wonder nobody wants to see them, man. Well, people do because Brock Lesnar saw the Universal. So he's the Universal Champion. So what? He was champion a few years ago. It's not a big deal. He'll lose the championship soon. So is Goldberg done? Because I don't understand. Are you done? Are you finally gone? Or are you going to stay for a year? Or what are you doing? I have one more title run in me. You fucking sucked at that title run. You had the championship. Did you ever defend it on Monday Night Raw? Did you do this? Did you do that? Did you put the work into it? No, you just... You know, that was it. So, fuck off. I didn't care for it. I really didn't. Another match that felt half-assed, and it was only 5 minutes long. Naomi, Alexa Bliss, Becky Lynch, Carmella, with James Ellsworth, Mickie James, and nobody claps for Mickie James, which is a fucking insult to my childhood. Where are all the Mickie James fans? Where are all the people that were Trish Stratus fans? Where are the Beth Phoenix fans, man? These were the women that fucking rocked, man. These women, the girl Ashley, the one with the big tits, Ashley, her. I mean, fucking, these are the women that were amazing. Kelly. I remember I was a little fetus, and I was sitting down, I was watching Kelly strip on ECW, and I was like, holy shit, this is it, this is life. And it was. And now these girls are covered up in shit, and fuck off, man. Fuck the PG-13 era. We need Kelly to come back and strip. God damn. Show these kids what life's gonna be like once they're older. You see this, little Britney? This is what you're gonna do when you're 18. Live life. Be like that. Anyway. So Naomi ended up winning. She became champion. You relinquished the title a few weeks ago and you become champion again. That's smart. Yay, cool. She deserves it. She's a really one of the best wrestlers, women wrestlers, and she puts a lot of work into it. But Becky didn't. It felt like Becky didn't have a chance. It felt like Carmella definitely didn't have a chance. Why isn't Mickie James champion? What is the point of her coming back? She sucked every match I've seen her in, even with Asuka. What are you doing with Mickie James? Are you going to use her for better? Or are you just going to use her as a what's it called? A jobber? Is that all she is to you? WWE, are you going to use her to become top talent? I don't understand what you're doing with Mickie James. Why are you wasting her time and her talent? It's fucking annoying, man. 5-minute match. Half-assed. And at the end, we have Roman Reigns versus the Dead Man, the Phenom, the Undertaker. This match was good. I didn't think it was great. I didn't think it was amazing. You have the same old shit the Undertaker does. Fucking old. He's what is he? I heard he's 52. That's not really that old, but he looks like he's in his mid-60s. And like, and then you have, Roman, and I love the Undertaker. Don't get me wrong. He's not my favorite wrestler. Chris Benoit will always be my favorite wrestler. But I love Undertaker. Everyone respects the Undertaker. Everybody knows the Undertaker. I'm not a big fan of Roman Reigns because all he does is Superman punch. So I hope you're paying DC every time you say Superman for that shit. Anyway, so he's doing the Superman punch. Undertaker, now you're 24-2 and you retire. Now the emotional thing was retiring, and I did shed a lot of tears. But also, it's just kind of like, what are you doing? Fight, come on. And I get it. It's passing the torch of the this is my yard, and boy, it's not even a yard. It's a wrestling thing. I get the metaphor, but it's a ring. Okay, it's not really your yard, Undertaker, because there were people before you. You're not like you're from the 70s or something and you were in the ring. It's been since the 90s, so you're not super fucking 50 years of WWE or something, so just saying. Anyway, so Undertaker's there and he's doing his stuff and he's awesome with what he does, and he's moving slow and he's doing the same old facial reactions, and then Roman Reigns is doing his thing. But really what matters at the end of the day is afterwards. And Roman Reigns ends up winning. I didn't see Roman Reigns win. There were times when I was like, he's going to win. But when he actually won, I was like, oh my God, like this is it. And he did. And then Undertaker started taking the gloves off, and he took the coat, and he took the hat off. And tears are rolling down my eyes. It's like, it feels right. It's hard to see him go. But then again, it's not hard to see him go. You know what I'm saying? Like wrestling fans, we all know the story of Undertaker. We all know what he's done. And it's time. It's not like, oh, why do you gotta go? Why do you gotta leave? Please don't leave us, please. It's like, alright, hats off to you, sir. Thank you for all the years of entertainment. Go vacation. You're shit, he was always on vacation, I'm assuming, out of the months he's never fucking wrestled. But his final match, go enjoy life, dude. Stop being the Undertaker and fucking go. Live, and not like in a bad way, like go. Like, go, man. You're good. Thank you for the years. Thank you for the multiple generations of awesomeness. Go. And go live. Stop hurting your body. Stop doing this. Just be with your awesome wife. And I don't know if he has kids, but be with her. Just go. It's cool. This chapter is done. Time for your new chapter. You know what I'm saying? So it's bittersweet. And that's about it. Those were the three top things for me, man, that I really loved. And I thought it was a good WrestleMania. I didn't think it was great. A lot of the matches were half-assed. And then it was really the Hardys, John Cena proposing, the Nikki Bella, and the Undertaker retiring. Those are the only things you really need to take away from this WrestleMania 33. Fuck watching the pre-show matches. Fuck watching most of the matches. But those three moments there and those three matches, well, parts of the matches, are very good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you so much for watching my review for WrestleMania 33. I thought it was a really, not really, I was going to say really good. That was just good. Could have been better. The time, 6 hours. Stop. And I bet when the Hardys came out, if Vince was backstage, most likely all he heard was cha-ching, 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 seeing all the money he's going to be making with the Hardys. Fucking finally. You could have got him a year ago or whatever, Impact contracts, blah, blah, blah. It took you this long. You should have done it so more long ago. But it was a great surprise, and I just keep on watching it on YouTube, the playback of them coming out, because it's so awesome the way Jeff is going out and Matt, and they're finally back home. WrestleMania 33 was a good pay-per-view. It wasn't it could have been better. It definitely could have been better. It was the timing, the problem of the timing and the half-ass, and I don't know why Becky Lynch looked like that. I mean, I fucking love her to death, man. I really do. And I have the thing of her. Do I still have it? Yep, I do. I still got Becky Lynch up there. I love her to death, man. I don't know what the fuck you did with your hair. God damn. Take that shit out. And then Mickie James, what the fuck were you wearing? Ew. Was he Rey Mysterio in WrestleMania 22? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, share, and hit that subscribe button. I'll see you for Payback on April 30th. Or if I work that day, I'll see you the next day. Anyway, bye-bye.